we are going to recognize teachers who are responsible for bringing these beautiful trophies by taking our students out and ensuring they're responsible and they were able to go up to the national. So at this juncture, I would like to invite here Madam Ruth Dirango to receive this certificate of merit. Followed by Madam Faith Karueda.
And I don't know how I did it. I made it through, and I can't tell how I did it. But one thing I know, Jehovah took it over, and that is how I made it through. This is my testimony. I made it through.
This beautiful certificate goes to my team leader, our team leader, who supported the girls throughout their journey from sub-county all the way to the nationals. So at this point, I'll invite our principal to receive this certificate for best support, and it's a certificate of merit.
Done so much for me, I cannot tell it all. If I had 10,000 times, it still wouldn't be enough.
The girls who did the poem to share with us this certificate. As they come, please girls wa music, wale tulienda Kisumu. Going to the nationals happens once in a while in Gatura girls. But winning position 1 at the nationals is no mean achievement. Beating all the 9,000 schools from all over the country. So wasichana wa music, kama mko, come quickly so that we receive this one together. Take a photo with our guests and also carry our trophy very high. You can see the way the trophy is. I've also requested the teachers, Madam Ruth and Madam Faith. These girls did their zonals here at Bugiti. They were number 1. They went to the county at Muranga Teachers College and they were number 1. Simu wapigie makofi. Najua hiyo ni county, Muranga County yote. Wakaenda Nyeri kushindana na region, they were number 1. Makofi tena. Ndio wakaenda Kisumu kushindana na mashule zote za taifa letu. Number 1. So give them a good clap. So this is not my certificate. This is our certificate together with them and the trophy. And our guests, please be somewhere so that we take this one together with you.
Basi wakipiga ile picha, naomba tuwapigie makofi mazuri tafadhali. Kwa kuwa namba 1 katika nchi nzima.
Thank you so much. So have a high regard for our school. These girls are capable. Thank you and God bless you. You did us proud. Thank you.
Makofi mengine wakiondoka tafadhali. Thank you very much.
At this juncture, we are going to award the Form 4s who did well in the open exams. And to help me issue the awards, I'll request Madam Principal, please don't tire. Come and help me issue these awards to the girls that did well in Form 4. Form 4s, I know you're ready, please, Madam Principal. So when I call your name, please be here very fast. Best in History and Government, Grace Wangari Kimani with 90%. If you are receiving an award, we already communicated, please be very near. Best in Kiswahili, Juliet Beth Murugi, 70%. Best in Home Science, Immaculate Wangari Wanjiko, come very fast.
Hey, tuwapigieni makofi mazuri wale tafadhali.
Best in Computer Studies, Agnes Wangeshi. Best in Geography, Purity Wangari Gioshe.
Wangari Gioshe, makofi mazuri.
Purity Wangari Gioshe, Best in Geography, 74%.
Ya, tumpigie Wangari makofi mazuri.
Best in Physics, Joy Mahinda, 71%. Best in CRE, Margaret Joki Gadoga, 78%. Best in English, Veronica Modonimboro, 78%. Best in Biology, Eunice Gatama. Most improved girl in the school in Form 4, Mare Nagora, come forward very fast.
Ya, tupigie makofi hata yeye. Best improved in the school. Ya.
Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to you. Who can stand?
Mare Nagora, where are you? Hurry up, please. Position 3, Grace Njoki Kihara, and also the best in maths, 70%.
Ya, pigieni makofi mazuri.
Position 2, Grace Wanjiro Moshai. Position 2, Grace Wanjiro Moshai, best in chemistry 70% and best in business studies 72%.
Wow, pigieni makofi mazuri kwa jitihada hizo.
Position 1, Joyce Njeri Njehia and best in chemistry 70%.
Wapi makofi mazuri ya Joy. Position 1.
Thank you, Madam Principal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The best class in this, okay. Best class in Form 4 is 4G, and you're going to receive your usual award when you go back to the school. At this point, we are going to award the Form 3s, and I request Dr. Kenywa to come and help me issue these awards.
Malik, let's use Madam Elizabeth.
Okay.
Yeah, use Madam Elizabeth.
Karibu, Madam Elizabeth. Thank you. Best in computer studies in Form 3, Grace Indenya with 85%. Grace Indenya, where are you? Best girl in physics, 86% is Eunice Ahmed. She's also best in geography, 76%, and also best in computer studies, 85%. Ahmed Eunice.
Wow, tumpigie Ahmed makofi mazuri tafadhali. Very good.
Babake yako hapo, asante.
What a joy.
Asante. Thank you. Best in agriculture, 88%. Natasha Juliana, where are you? Best in CRE, 92%. Eunice Nafura, to Kadiro. Best in English, Christine Wanjiko, 72%. Together with Maureen Wahoo, 72%. Maureen. Best in business studies, Milka Mbuki. Milka Mbuki, where are you?
Mwalimu Ruminjo, makofi mazuri tafadhali, pamoja na timu yake kwa kutuongoza vizuri katika kipindi hicho. Asanteni sana, tumeshukuru. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor once again to invite the principal of this institution to come and give her maiden speech at this particular time and moment. Wapi makofi ya mwalimu mkuu tafadhali anapokuja kutoa speech yake. Tunaendelea vizuri na mkutano wetu wa siku ya leo. Karibu.
Thank you very much, our MC, for this opportunity to give a brief speech about Gatura girls. As I said earlier, wazazi wetu mnakaribishwa kwa shule yetu ambayo imeendelea na imeendelea vizuri sana. So I will give my speech in English and try to highlight a few things. The Form 4s came here in 2019, so I think we have journeyed with them. They came when I was a bit new, but we have continued to grow. I am delighted to address you today on behalf of Gatura Girls Fraternity, the Board of Management, Parents Association, the sponsor. I express my heartfelt gratitude to you for finding time to attend this important event. An annual general meeting offers stakeholders in an institution an opportunity for reflection. Pengine niseme kwa Kiswahili, siku ya leo ambayo ni AGM yetu inatupa nafasi ya kuangalia mambo ambayo yamekuwa yakiendelea katika shule yetu. Ndio tulianza na tamasha za kuwatumbuiza, na pia wazazi wapate nafasi ya kuona vile ambavyo watoto wao wanaendelea katika mambo mbalimbali. Na pia tumeona academic awards so that our parents can have a view of what we are doing in the line of academics. So today is a day for reflection, and also as we look at the way forward for this great school. It is a day to celebrate successes, assess challenges, and commit to face the future with new energy and optimism. And that one I would like to emphasize, our dear parents, that we have to remain positive and optimistic about our school and about our children, about our teachers, so that the energy that is flowing in Gatura Girls can be positive energy. Yeah, most of the times we may get challenges and feel discouraged, but we want to encourage you to face our future with positive energy. Talk well about our school, talk well about our teachers, talk well about our students. Even your own daughter, she may not have managed to come here for position 1, but you have a duty to encourage her. We have called you to give her that encouragement, positive energy. Let every girl feel good that you came. I stand here confident today that as parents and guardians to our students, you share with me a vision to make Gatura Girls a great school. I deeply appreciate the support you have been according us, and I believe that you will remain committed to this cause. Our school has recorded tremendous growth in the last couple of years. We remain the best county school in the larger Gatanga sub-county and a school of choice for Murang'a County. Please appreciate that. This can be seen in the steady growth of our student population. In 2018, we had 813 students. This increased to 909 students in the year 2019. In the year 2020, our population grew to 1,012 students. That's why we got the second deputy, because beyond 1,000, now the work is too much for the principal and the deputy. Then in 2021, we had 1,058 students. Currently in 2022, our student population stands at 1,116 students, with the fifth stream being introduced. There are 370 Form 1s. Clap that, because that, I think, in this sub-county, we are the only school with that very high population in Form 1. We have 252 Form 2s, 225 Form 3s, and our candidature stands at 255. So we are going to present to NEC 255 Form 4s. This growth in enrollment is a pointer to our rising popularity in the family of schools. Dear parents and guardians, the core mandate of any school is to educate the youth and free them from the shackles of ignorance. We remain committed to giving our students quality and holistic education and preparing them for the national examination. This year, with our 255 candidates and very good preparation for KCSE, which begins next month, we have our target mean score, which may seem high and almost far from reach, but with support from you parents and our teachers, we are going to make it. Our academic performance in the last 4 years has been relatively fair. In 2018, we got 4.5, 2019 4.8, 2020 5.2, but there was a slight drop in 2021 where we got 4.5. This year, we are hoping to attain our target mean of 6.0, and teachers and students are working diligently towards this end. As a school, we believe that facilitating holistic growth in our students is among our core functions. We have been participating actively in co-curricular activities. We offer our girls a wide range of clubs where they can explore and grow their talents and also their social skills. Different teams have been representing our school in various activities, and some of you are looking at the screen right behind me, right behind the principal. If you focus on the screen, you can see some of the activities, some of our teams that have been representing our school in various co-curricular activities. We have a strong handball team, we have a basketball team, we have hockey, we have racket games, and we also have volleyball, netball, and so on. So dear parents, To fulfill our commitment, or maybe let me go back to the competitions and say, different teams have been representing our schools commendably, and you can see them, those who are able to see the screen, participating in county and sub-county levels, the regionals, and so on. In this year, Kenya's Music Festival, nationals held at Kisumu, our team scooped position 1 in one of the 3 items they presented. Though Gatura Girls has always managed to reach national level in music, this was the first time in our history that we won a national trophy. That is why the trophy will remain there for us to admire as long as we are here. This is yet another pointer of continued growth in our institution. In recognition of this outstanding achievement, the school will organize a trip to Arusha, Tanzania for the music group. Dear parents and guardians, to fulfill our commitment to produce ethical and self-reliant ladies of substance, we have established the Presidential Award Club, PA Club, and this is a club where we impart positive life values and have impact on our community. I once attended such a presidential award at the State House, where the president himself awards the golden certificate for those girls and boys who have excelled. And he said the purpose of this club is to help our students, whom you have brought up in a very delicate way, to come in touch with reality and the challenges of life, whereby they may not have been hardened. So in this club, they undertake physical activities. Some of our students have also lived so comfortably in the modern world, they hardly interact with the poor and the needy. They just know the good life that you give them. But through the Presidential Award Scheme, our students will interact with needy people in our community, or people who need our assistance, people who are not as privileged as we are. This club is championed by Madam Mercy Minor and Mr. Martin. In the recent past, that is last week, we as Gatura Girls decided to adapt one of the schools, and if you can see again the screen, one of the schools in our nearby locality called Karangi Secondary School. We decided we are going to work with them. They are just a new school that started in 2019, where we have something that they don't have. We are going to share with them. Where they don't have learning materials and we have excess, we are going to share with them. I think that club, the pictures that you can see there are our teachers and also the principal and the students interacting with Karangi Secondary School. We were able to give them revision materials because we have some in excess. We were also able to give them yesterday 30 copies of textbooks for each subject, for each class, because we had a few lying in our library. So that school is one of our own. In fact, we told them next time we have such a function, they are going to attend so that they grow together with Gatura Girls. We are going to trust that God will help us and make that project a success. It is worth noting that our school continues to grow in terms of infrastructure. In the recent past, we have managed to build 2 dormitories and a new staff room. Last time, we completed and officially opened a new tuition block with 6 classrooms. 4 of those classrooms were done using the ministry infrastructure funds. And two of them, the other two, one was a CBC class and the other one is a CDF class. So we have a very new block in our school which is consisting of 6 very new classrooms, and our Form 4s are already using them. Besides the classrooms, we have other infrastructural projects in our school. To improve accessibility, we have reduced the dust in the school. So apart from now that you're in the field, if you're coming through our gate, then it is tarmac all through. No more dust. For the Form 4s, you know, that is not the way it used to be. So we have tarmacked the road and the parking lots. The project has given the school a new facelift. Dear parents and guardians, it is through your unrelenting support that we are able to accomplish all this. It is amazing what a united team can do. It is in this spirit that I wish to appeal to you to come in and help us solve our most persistent challenge. And our most persistent challenge in the school is only congestion in the dorms. As a Catholic-sponsored institution, we ascribe to the Catholic education philosophy that education should combine sound knowledge and skills and overall personal development rooted in Christian values. As such, we are committed to the holistic development of our girls under our care, to emphasize on character development and train them to be disciplined, and we train them to be disciplined and responsible young citizens. We strive to provide conducive environment, mental, spiritual, and physical growth. Despite this commitment on the side of the school, we continue to face isolated cases of indiscipline. We have called them isolated because generally Gatura girls, most of the girls are very, very disciplined. But a few choose the other way. And as you talk to them, because you will interact, tell your girl not to get involved in any kind of indiscipline. We are not tolerant to issues like drugs and substance abuse. We are not tolerant to bullying. We don't tolerate the girls who have no respect for each other and those who have no respect for their teachers. So remember and don't forget to emphasize that she has to remain disciplined so as to complete her 4 years in Gatura girls. 1 or 2 have dropped out due to teenage pregnancy. This is something that again we must address as parents when they come home, because when we trace those cases we find that there's a bit of freedom at home, and when they come home and you're not able to follow them, then they get involved with friends. Some of them lead them to such activities as sexual involvement. Sometimes the result is teenage pregnancy. Therefore, our dear parents, assist us to help keep these girls the way you've seen them, up to Form 4. And it is not easy. Somebody said, parenting is for the courageous. Have the courage to confront undesirable behavior in your daughter. Tell her where she is not doing things right. And this will help us keep them from Form 1 to Form 4. We apologize for the few who have dropped on the way due to teenage pregnancy. Finally, I wish to thank all stakeholders represented here for the roles they continue to play in ensuring the success of Gatura girls. I am grateful to the Ministry of Education the TSC, the Teacher Service Commission, for giving us teachers, to you, our parents and guardians, for your continuous support, the Board of Management, the Parents Association, the teachers and the non-teaching staff in Gatura Girls, and the Catholic Church, through our parish priest, Father James Irongo, for assisting us in spiritual growth. And when you looked at our girls, for those who are Catholics and understand our faith, you can see that a lot is happening to them. And as I sit down, I'd like to say we have a role, and if you're able to play your role very well, this school is going to be a success. We as teachers will help the girls stay very well. We will feed them well, very well actually, so that they are sound and they are able to go on with their studies without any hitch. But dear parents, there's something that's breaking our hearts, and I would like you to address it. For the few of us who are not able to pay our dues on time, I want to tell you for real, this one is disorganizing us. We don't like sending girls home. But you know as well as I do that the cost of living has gone very high. And when we are here in school, we require to sustain these girls. You are aware of the high cost of foodstuffs, for example, and also electricity and the fuel and other things that we require to maintain our girls. You are not the only ones affected by the challenges. We here are hit, actually hardly hit. So dear parents, if you only honor your obligation, the going is going to be very, very smooth. I'm appealing to you to support us. The government does support us by giving us their part. And their part mostly takes care of the tuition, of the academics, of the books. And that is why it is called free day secondary education money. The work of the boarding section is entirely the work of parents, where our students live, what they eat, and sometimes the people who cook for them. Those roles lie heavily on our parents. Sometimes when you've not paid us 1,000 or 2 or 3 or 10,000, know that we may suffer because someone somewhere may not get his salary, or we may not have enough food to sustain our students. So play your role, and it is going to be very well for us. We keep sending you messages. Right now we have messages that are telling you specifically how much you owe the school. And if you are sending the students home, exactly when are we going to send them to collect the fees? So don't ground us by failing. What most of you do, and it is very admirable, when I say that I'm sending the students home, there's a lot of payment that happens just a day before they go home. That one is quite encouraging. It helps pushing of how to open it. But those who call me, sometimes I lead them and they say, oh, I've managed. Actually, it is not complicated. But our daughters there, sometimes they say the Zeraki app is not working. They say it's not working. So that maybe you are not able to access the results. So those few or many remarks, our dear parents, this day was to bring you on board so that we catch up with what is happening in Gatura Girls. It has been a while since we were together, and today is a blessed day for us to go on. Now from here, I want to take this opportunity because time is moving, and I know you're waiting to interact with the girls. Time is moving. We are having our second last agenda, except for Form 1s. who will do the elections. I want to take this opportunity to invite our guest speaker, or the person who will talk to us today, and she is going to talk to us, the parents, and also the students. So the students, you remain there until you're guided when to move. Otherwise, I'm so glad that you came. Ensure that we end up having a good and fruitful day. Thank you very much. Now let us put our hands together. Let us put our hands together and...
Wapi makofi ya mwalimu mkuu tafadhali, makofi ya mwalimu mkuu, makofi ya mwalimu mkuu. Madam Agnes, I can see most of these guys are already asleep. With all due respect, I can see. If your neighbor is asleep, mwambie hoe. Ukisikia hizo hoe ujue watu wamelala. So nataka DJ atuwekee kibao kimoja pale kabla mgeni mkuu hajasimama. Sote tusimame, hata wazazi tafadhali. Simameni tuondoe uchovu. Kidogo DJ, ngoja kidogo DJ. Wazazi hawajasimama. Yaani mnaonyesha watoto wenu vile nyinyi ni wakatili jamani. Mwonyesha nakulema inywe mwana nyagoso. Wazazi wamesimama vizuri. Na tafadhali wanafunzi msiondoke. The guest of honor has something for you as well. So it's not time for you to go. It is only time for us to relax so that we can be attentive as the guest of honor comes to address us. DJ. Haya, pata makofi ya juu kidogo. Haya, makofi mazuri. Thank you. Wapi makofi ya mgeni wetu mheshimiwa? Makofi 1 2 3. Karibu mgeni wetu, karibu. Asante.
Thank you, the MC, members of the BUM present, PA, members present, the principal, the teachers, wazazi, wanafunzi. Good afternoon. I would request that the student just hold on to be a bit attentive because I have a short message for you. As they settle, I would take this opportunity to appreciate all of you, especially the parents, for taking it that the first responsibility that you have, the biggest role that you have, is for this learner, your child. We have so many other businesses, but the best business you can attend to is the student. We know what is happening within our communities when students are just let free. In our homes, in the community, we have seen that it is becoming quite a burden to all of us. When you have a child who is over 30 years, over 40 years, our brothers and sisters who are 50 years and they are irresponsible. It is the greatest burden that we have. And for us, the parents, we need to start now. When your child is in Form 1, in Form 2, in Form 3, in Form 4, if we do not talk to them, remember what the principal has said. Let us be powerful when it comes to disciplining our learners. This is not the time that you and me, we were in school and the discipline was on everybody. Remember, we have a policy from the Ministry of Education that there is a limit as to where the teachers can go. My question is there a limit as to where the parent can go when it comes to disciplining your child? Is there a limit? So that one, I leave it to you. To the student, I'm happy to be associated with Gatura, more so because of how you made the sub-county to be. I am the sub-county director of education in Gatanga, representing the Ministry of Education, and my name is Philomena Givire. I really want to say that in Gatanga, we were really proud of Gatura. They made our name shine at the national level, at Kisumu, the farthest far end, and Murang'a as the county. I also take this opportunity to appreciate all the students who have been appreciated here, and for the others, it is just a chance that today it is them, and you say that tomorrow it will be you. So those of you who have not been called here in front to receive the prize in whichever form, you should tell yourself that you are going to make it. When I was invited to come and grace this occasion, this day, I asked myself, what do I have to give to these girls? And I said, I'm going to talk to you about one thing. Which voice are you listening to? Why did I choose the voice? At the present time, there are so many voices. There is the voice of God. There is the voice of your friend. There is the voice of your parent. There is the voice of the teacher. There is the voice of the social media. Which voice are you listening to? Amongst all the other many voices that are there, which voices are you listening to? What is your friend telling you? I know peer pressure is too much, and we want to be like other people. We want to compare ourselves with the celebs that we watch. We want to compare ourselves with people we do not even know. And also again, there is the voice of the devil. Which voice are you listening to? The way we are as a student, we listen to all the other voices and we forget about two voices. The voice from God and your own voice. When last did you talk to yourself? What did you tell yourself? That is one thing that we hardly do. We listen to these all other voices, but we never listen to the voice of God. We never listen to ourselves. What are you telling yourselves? Today we are here, we've witnessed so many girls coming here. At the end of the day, what have you told yourself? Have you given yourself a challenge? Have you told yourself that today it is them, tomorrow it will be me? As a student, learn to listen to only those two voices. The voice of God, because we are all Christians. I've seen even in the school, there are Muslims. They also worship the God. And it is always good, because you'll never go wrong. Why do we go wrong? Why do we fail? Because of comparing ourselves with others. And it is not good. We are usually told that you were born original. You were born you yourself. Don't die. Student, you were born original, don't die. A photocopy. When you die, a photocopy is when you are admiring the other person and you forget that you study to be admired. So from today, Be yourself. Tell yourself the best. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself you can manage. Remember I said, which voice are you listening to? I'm a Christian, and just like all of us, I read the Bible. In the book of Genesis 3:11, this is where God went to visit Adam and Eve, and he found that they had eaten the forbidden fruit. And God called Adam, Adam, where are you? And Adam said, we are hiding ourselves because we are naked. The answer that God, the question that God asked Adam is, who told you? This is the question that I'm posing to you, student. Who has told you that you cannot be the best? Which voice are you listening to? Who has told you that you cannot be in the Girl Guide? You cannot be in the group that went to Kisumu? In that group of presidential awards, who is this that you are listening to? Who is this who told you you cannot perform? Could it have been the teacher in primary school? Because the teachers that I've seen today, they cannot tell you that. Who is this who is telling you that your grade is just that? In the Ministry of Education, we have what we call VAP, Value Addition Progress. And this value addition progress, you can get it by yourself. Get your marks for KCPE, divided by 500, multiply by 12. It will tell you whether you had A minus, B up to E. What we encourage the student is, within 4 years, make sure that you increase your VAP. Value added progress. I don't know which marks that you came here with. If you came with 300 divided by 500, you multiply by 12, you'll get whether it was a B or a B minus or whatever it is. All I know is that if you had 250, that is a C. You are a very bright student. The worst thing that you can do to yourself is to live here with a C. Are we together? And that is why I'm telling you, know what you came with, listen to your voice, talk to yourself. Tell yourself for 4 years, you cannot just go with the C that you came with. Are we together? Yes. Because it means you never did anything. You never did anything. The other thing is, stop comparing yourself with others. I've visited so many schools, I've talked to students, and the main reason why some students are stagnant, why they are falling back academically and in terms of discipline, it's because we are really comparing ourselves with others. Be yourself, do the best that you can, and know that you can also perform. Lastly, for the student, because I really also want to talk to the parent, I want just to give you a very short story that is usually narrated. Remember, Jesus Christ used to talk in parables so that people do not forget. A story is given of a dog and an elephant, and this one is an exam. A story is given for a dog and an elephant. They got pregnant, or they became pregnant. I don't know the agriculturalist how long it takes a dog to give birth and the elephant also to give birth. For the dog, it takes 3 months. And therefore, after 3 months, the dog gave birth to 6 puppies. After 3 months, it became pregnant again. It gave birth to 12 puppies. On the 12th month, again. And because they were friends with the elephant, it went to visit the friend elephant. And it asked the elephant, what is happening? Because I had heard you are pregnant and you have not given birth, what is usually your problem? And the elephant told the dog, hold on, my friend. Me, when I give birth, my child goes down with a loud voice. And the whole world knows that I have given birth, and they even put it in the media. When my child walks along the way, the people stop to admire. And and even vehicles stop along the way. And after 2 years, that is when the elephant gave birth. The elephant gives birth after 2 years. For you, student, don't worry. For those who are ahead of you, tell yourself, I'll show them the dust, like the child of the elephant. Are we together? Yes. So from now henceforth, when the message is going to the parent, I thought the message was for you. So what there is you will show them the dust. But remember, listen to yourself, listen to your parents. I've talked about comparing. That is where we go wrong. You look at you where you come from, it is wrong. It is wrong. Look ahead and say that wherever I come from, I'm the person who is going to change that. The principal has talked about some people who have dropped out of the school. It is really sad. It is really sad. Students, listen to me. There are only 4 dresses of a woman of your caliber. One is the uniform that you are putting on when you are a student, and it is called uniform so that you look the same. No one is higher or bigger than anyone. So don't be driven away by those who feel they are up. They are up there. You have the uniform so that when you are in school, you are there, you are the same. After Form 4, you'll go to college. You graduate and you chorus for that celebration. When students are graduating, they put on, they put on what? The gown, is it? So we expect you also to have a gown. Make sure that whichever grade you get, you will go to college. Don't stay at home. And I know what I'm talking about. Our offices are in Gatanga. After Form 4, if you have no way out, visit us in our offices. We'll give you direction. These days, the government is doing a lot. In colleges, even for the parents, we have colleges that have been highly financed by the government. Our college here is Donyochege. In 2019, the government financed that college with equipment worth 100 million. I went to visit that college. They are mainly for motor vehicle engineering, mechanical, and all those related courses. They also have other courses. The good thing is we have the help that is helping TVET. When your learner applies, when your child applies, you are given 56,000. 42 goes to the college to pay for the tuition. 14 is left to maintain the child as the pocket money. And the government is doing that. And when I say that you bring your child to our offices to be guided, we have also seen the school has career and guidance department. Please also talk to them. Your child is not supposed to stay at home after Form 4. And therefore, for the student, make sure that you always do your best. Because the government has prepared everything for everyone. But what I want you to carry today, the grade you came with in Form 4, value added progress. Make sure that you leave with a better grade than what you have. We are proud of Gatura, and we are really hopeful. We are really hopeful that the mean score that you have been given, that you are going to attain it. So for the candidates, we wish you all the best. There has not been a lot of time. For you, it has been marathon. Because from next year, January, those who are in Form 3, we are going back to the normal calendar year. I know this year, we've had it so many times, we didn't even know where we were as the parents. But we are happy that the COVID is over, and next year, we are going to be okay. So for the student, I wish you all the best. We are really proud of you. Thank you very much. All right, I want to highlight a few things that were mentioned here because it is important. One of them is where the parents feel, I want to change the name of my child. That one, you cannot do it unless you go to a lawyer, and then you have to swear, the commissioner of oath. You cannot do that. I'm talking about that because we've received so many cases of that kind, especially where, and you allow me to say this, a woman leaves her home or her matrimonial home, and she decides to get another family or another man. And they say that this is not the name that I need here. Or maybe you separated and you feel the name that you had given the child, especially for us the Kikuyus, I'm a Kikuyu. So we know how we name our children, and at times you feel so bitter with the name. That one can only be done through the commissioner of oath, whereby you swear, and the birth certificate at that time can be changed, but it will always be accompanied with a letter. The ministry is giving NHIF free to all your students from Form 1 to Form 4. On Monday, I met with a lady who has a child in one of the national schools in Kenya. And the reason why I talked to her, because the girl was in uniform. And the lady looked very sad because the girl had been diagnosed with appendix and she didn't have money. And I was shocked and surprised. All the treatment for your children are free. There is even a number, a toll-free number, you call for an ambulance, whether they are at home for holiday or whether they are in school. In case of an accident, emergency, AMLEV has been contracted to airlift that child and take him or her to the best hospital. All what you need as a parent is the NEMIS number. That NEMIS number, you take it to the hospital, it will give the hospital the NHIF number of your child. So you should not be paying any coin. We are not asking for diseases or for illnesses or for sicknesses. But if it happens, because we live in this world and we meet with so many things, get to know that that is what the government is doing, and it is for free. The good thing is that that lady called the school, a national school. I was shocked. And she was told, "Hiya, we forgot to tell you." And she was given the number for a doctor. The girl went through the surgery on Wednesday. She came out well. And actually on Monday, she's going back to school free of charge. Walk in, walk out. So that is one thing that the government is doing. I know the girls are also waiting. You allow me. I had talked about 4 uniforms. Is it? How many have you had? 2. Yes, 2. The one that you have at the gown. The third one that you'll call for last to come and witness is the wedding gown. The fourth one, the maternity gown. They go in order. None should come before. Don't give us the maternity gown before you are through with this uniform. Are we together? Yes. They are 4 in order. Wasichana tuko pamoja? Yeah. And for those that have left, if you know them, tell them after they get the children, after they give birth, the ministry allows them to come back and continue with learning, to give them their right to education. For the parents, one thing that we need to do in this world that we are living in today is to appreciate our children. We are told that if we do not appreciate them, they will be appreciated somewhere. If we do not love them, they will be loved somewhere. If we do not open up with them, somebody else outside there will open up to them. I want to tell you something. There is this mother who kept on talking to her daughter, and she thought she did the best because she thought she was advising the daughter. And every time she will tell the girl when she closes the school, and you allow me to say this in Kikuyu, sorry for those who are not Kikuyus, I'll try to translate. My name is Nyambura, so let me use my name. And assume you are my mother. So she used to tell Nyambura, Nyambura, I remember Tiona Giodhuruwari. And she thought she was advising. So if you have somebody who is non-Kikuyu, please translate to her or him. Translate. So, one time, Nyambura became pregnant. And the mother was like, what? I've been talking to you, Nyambura. I've been telling you this and that. I'm so disappointed. What will people say? Do you know what Nyambura told the mother? I swear, mother, my mom, hakuona suruali yangu. Wait, so the girl said, when she was going to the boyfriend, because she knows it is wrong to go with the panty, she removed the panty and hid it. What am I saying, my parents? Let me tell you, talk openly. Talk openly. Talk openly. I'm saying, call a spade a spade. This is not the time that we used to be told by our parents. Our nimeenda, iyo githeri, nipate haijaiva, and we couldn't understand. Things are different. Things are different. Let us be open to our children. We think that they know, but they don't. They don't. I remember as I was preparing my daughter for puberty, and I was telling her what girls go through, the monthly period and all that. I had to get a panty. And you know, I was in a trouser. And I put it outside the trouser. And I had to show her how it is put. They don't know. And she was surprised. Because I realized she was surprised because she started going to the YouTube and learning to get more. So for us, let us be open. Let us tell them what there is, the way it is. And let me tell you, I have told you, if we don't, other people will do it. One time a young man told a girl, kwa sababu uko na shida ya sanitary towels, I can save them for you for 9 months. So you don't have to struggle. What does that mean? Because we know it's a big problem to some girls. So this young man saw that the girl was really struggling. Akamwambia, wewe usiwe na shida. For 9 months you will not get the period. And you can know what happened after that. So it is for us, the parents, to be responsible to our children. The voices are many. Which voices are they listening to? Is your voice amongst the ones that they are listening to? Don't allow the world to bring up your beautiful child, your beautiful daughter for you. Be there for her. Be there for her. Our parental responsibility. The principal has talked about the various things that the ministry does. We do give the FDSE, free day and secondary education. What the day schools are getting is what the government is giving the boarding secondary schools. If you go to the Basic Education Act 2013, it states clearly that the work of any boarding school is the responsibility of the parent. If we do not support our schools, I don't know whether Madam Principal has taken you to the dormitories. I paid a visit and I was shocked because you can walk on the beds. You can walk on the beds because beds are very close to each other. And as we are saying, there are so many things that are going on. You don't know my daughter, I don't know your daughter. And especially in those beds. We are saying that we are trying to talk about lesbianism and also the gay sin. We don't want our children to indulge in ungodly ways. But if we do not keep them well in school, even in the dormitory, I have said that is your responsibility, then you will realize that other vices, other bad behaviors will be with our children. So let us support our school. Let us be proud with our school. When we talk about our school, what are we talking? What is the voice that we are giving to our children? And even for yourself. When you are talking about your school, what are you saying about it? Are Are we here to feel that our school is not our school? This is the best that we have, and we can even make it more better than the way it is. So in whichever way, let us support our school. And when one of us is not in agreement with the policies of the school, then you find that things may not work out very well. So we should all work as a team. Let us support the school, our students, the teachers, the principal, the BOM, and the PA. Because when we are a team, we can move together very, very well. We can move together. And we all know what is happening in the country, the inflation, the cost of food, even back in our homes. It has become very, very costly. So you can imagine what it is in schools. And leave alone the cost. The availability is also a problem. I remember one time we had a meeting with the principals, and they were asking each other and asking us, where do you think we can buy this and that? Because even the availability is a problem, just like it is back in our homes. Unaenda kuangalia kununua vitu, unapata ni chache sana. And it is the same. In fact, as the people who work for the government, we are just feeling it, but we are now left to pray that the rain comes and things are different. So it is good that you work together in the school, you support each other. Lastly, because I don't want to keep you, I know you really want to be with your daughters. Yes, so lastly, for the teamwork. When we are not together and something happens to one of us, we are all going to fall together. And because I like people going home with something to remember me with, there is also this story for the parent about a rat or a mouse that was in a house. And when you have a rat in the house, what do? You get all means to kill it, is it? So the owners of the house decided to buy a rat trap. And when the rat saw the trap, he really screamed to the other animals that were in the home. There was a cock, because there were hens. There was a pig, and there was a cow. So the rat went outside shouting, and because she could not see it properly, ikamuuma. And therefore she was taken to the hospital, akatolewa, mzee akasema, ile jogoo ndio tutakula, upate soup. Jogoo ikachinjwa. The other day, akazidiki, ikaendelea sana ugonjwa. So they decided, people started coming, the family members, they decided to slaughter the pig. Unfortunately, the wife died, and people came for the burial. The cow was. So you see, when you laugh or when you make fun of something, when you do not work as a team, I imagine a situation whereby if all the animals had come together and they sorted out the cow, the pig, they would have been in a position to remove the trap. But remember the mess it did to the whole community. Don't cause the mess to the school. Be a part of the school. Thank you very much. May God bless you so much.
Wow, makofi mazuri, makofi mazuri, makofi mazuri kwa madam. Thank you very much indeed. After such a heavy speech, actually you failed to get enough words to say after that. But we have a team here that is going to give our, we want to get a summary of what has been going on. I want to invite Ruth and the news gang. Yeah, Ruth and the news gang, just for a minute. Yeah, Ruth and the news gang, and the news gang is here. DJ, you have a mic.
What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
itu ya mohoro maza inyanya gĩgũthomera mohoro maitũ njĩtagwo Njoki wa Garuya aire thukuru-inĩ wa Gatura ũrĩa ũrĩ gatanga kaunti-inĩ ya Murang'a nĩmacokeirie mabatĩrĩ ao ngatho arĩa makoretwo makimarera kĩroho airĩtu aya maratarĩria mohaga thabarĩ gũthiĩ kanitha-inĩ wa kerĩ ona mũthenya wa kiumia tũkũnyitanĩra na Njeri wa Kamau atwerethere riboti ĩno Njeri angĩkorwo nĩ ũranjigua mwaro wĩ mwena waku Njeri.
Nithengio muno Njoki wa Garuya na ndirakwamũkĩra ĩmwe kwa ĩmwe kuma thukuru ũyũ mũnene ũrĩa wĩ mwena wa Gatura Gatanga kaunti-inĩ ya Murang'a kũrĩa nyitanĩire na arutwo arĩa makorirwo makĩndarĩria ũrĩa mabatĩrĩ mao makoretwo makimateithia nĩ hotire kwaranĩria na ũmwe wa arutwo aya ũrĩa ũkorirwo akĩnjĩra atĩ mabatĩrĩ mao makoretwo makimakũria kĩroho na kũmateithia na njĩra ĩrĩa nũngĩrĩru. Njoki reke twaranĩrie na mũrutwo ũyũ nĩgetha akorwo agĩtũtarĩria mangĩ. Mũrutwo geithĩka twĩre rĩtwa rĩaku no twĩre ũrĩa mabatĩrĩ makoretwo makĩmũteithia.
Hamarĩtwo makwa njĩtagwo Wambui wa Karanja nĩngwenda gũcokeria mũno mabatĩrĩ aitũ arĩa makoretwo magĩtũrera kĩroho magatuonereria njĩra iria nũngĩrĩru.
Thengio Njoki na ngwĩhoka nĩ wakĩigua na tũrĩ oho Njoki thukuru-inĩ ũyũ kwĩna mũcemanio mũnene ũrathiĩ na mbere kũrĩa aciari magomanĩte gĩikaro-inĩ gĩkĩ makĩnyitanĩra na arutwo ao makĩte kũrora atĩ ciana ciao nĩ irathiĩ na mbere na mathomo. Njoki nĩ ndĩrona mothiũ ma arutwo aya me mbere yakwa magĩkenga na nĩ ingĩenda kwaranĩria na mũrutwo ũyũ o rĩngĩ nĩgetha akorwo akĩndarĩria gĩtũmi kĩa gũkenga na njĩra ya mwanya. Reke twaranĩrie nake o rĩngĩ. Mũrutwo geithĩka o rĩngĩ tũtarĩrie nĩkĩ kĩratũma mũkorwo mũrĩ akenu nĩ aciari anyu.
Nĩtũkenete mũno nĩ ũndũ wa gũcererwo nĩ aciari aitũ tondũ nĩtũikarĩte kahinda kanene tũtakũmona no mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ nĩtũkoretwo na gĩkeno gĩa gũkorwo twĩ hamwe nao.
Njoki nĩngwa akĩigua ũhoro ũcio na Njoki ngũkĩngwĩra mũcemanio ndũkoretwo ũgĩthiĩ na mbere kwa ihinda iraya nĩ tondũ nĩkũmĩrĩria kĩng'ũki gĩa COVID-19 thĩinĩ wa bũrũri na arutwo aya makĩthiĩ na mbere na gũteganithio na aciari ao. Njoki na nginya ũndũ wa ũhoro ũcio Njoki ngĩribotera station ya GGS TV ndĩ Gatura Gatanga kaunti-inĩ ya Murang'a rĩakwa njĩtĩkaga Njeri wa Kamau.
Riboti ĩyo njega na ya mwanya na tũrĩ oro kũu thukuru-inĩ ũyũ wa Gatura nĩ atĩ taranda nĩ ithiĩte na mbere na kuonanio thukuru-inĩ ũyũ wa Gatura kũrĩa monanĩtie taranda ngũrani ngũrani. Tũkũnyitanĩra na mwandĩki witũ Wanjirũ wa Macharia ũrĩa ũrĩ gũkũ Gatura. Wanjirũ angĩkorwo nĩ ũranyitana na njĩra ĩrĩa yagĩrĩire ndenda ũtũtarĩrie riboti ĩno ya mwanya Wanjirũ.
Thengio mũno Njoki wa Garuya nĩ ndĩrakwamũkĩra na njĩra ĩrĩa yagĩrĩire ndĩ gũkũ thukuru-inĩ wa airĩtu wa Gatura kũrĩa njaranĩirie na airĩtu mwanya mwanya makĩnjĩra hihi ũrĩa maraigua thutha wa kũheo mũthenya ũmwe hihi wa kuonania iheo ciao. Nĩngwaranĩirie na mũrutwo ũmwe akĩnjĩra hihi ũrĩa araigua. Mũrutwo rĩtwa rĩaku?
Njĩtagwo Joyce Wanjikũ wa Kĩhonge rĩakenu mũno nĩ mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ ũracagũrĩtwo gatagatĩ ka mĩthenya mĩingĩ tũhote kuonania taranda.
Hihi mwĩna monanio ta marĩkũ?
Kwĩna gũcora, kwĩna kũdansi na kũruga.
Hihi ngatho ciaku kwĩ mũnene wa thukuru?
Ingĩmwĩra nĩ thengio mũno na tũheage mĩthenya mĩingĩ ta ĩno tũhote kuonania taranda.
Hihi Njoki ngwĩciria nĩ waigua gĩkeno kĩrĩa kĩrĩ gũkũ na no nyende kuongerera atĩ aciari arĩa me gũkũ mũhote kũnyitĩrĩra arutwo a form 4 na mahoya rĩrĩ merekeire kũhutia karũrigi. Ngĩribotera GGS TV kaunti-inĩ ya Murang'a njĩtĩkaga Wanjirũ wa Macharia.
Nĩ ngatho Wanjirũ wa Macharia na riboti ĩyo njega na ya mwanya. Mwĩroreri witũ tũgũkinya mohoro maitũ mathaa 8 hau nĩ tuma nawe metha-inĩ itũ ya mohoro njĩtagwo Njoki wa Garuya. Thiĩ na wega no tigo na wega itigiragia tukonana. Nĩ ngatho.
Mohoro mangĩ kuma kũndũ na kũndũ nĩ atĩ mũnene wa igongona rĩu egwĩtagwo Madam Philomena Gĩthĩrĩ ũrĩa arĩ Sub-County Director wa gĩthomo kuma kaunti ya Murang'a kũrĩa Gatanga. Ndikũribotera na niĩ njĩtagwo Zakara wa Ndaro nyaturane rĩngĩ ciakinya thaa 9 nĩtũkuonana mũthenya ũcio. Thank you. Wapigeni wale wasichana makofi mazuri jamani. Wow. Rĩu nĩ ndona wĩra wakwa ndũkwaga gwa gũthiĩ mwathani arogoca. So thank you very much indeed. At this particular time we want to release our girls. Yeah, we want to release you for a moment. Kindly go and do the necessary. We have the parents having their AGM now, and then you are going to come back. Yeah, you are going to come back so that you can carry on now with the AGM. Yeah. Najua vile mnasikia hata chapo zikinuka hata kama hamzioni. Lakini tunaelewa tu, we understand. Yeah, thank you. So meanwhile, we release the girls to go and have their lunch. Tuwe na AGM yetu tuongee, alafu turudi tuweze kupatana na wasichana wetu. I know all the parents are very anxious about the same, but actually we need to carry on with this. So kwa kipindi kinachofuata tunaenda sasa kumwalika the PA chair ili akuje atuongoze katika kipindi hicho, atueleze machache, lakini kitambo tutawaruhusu wasichana wetu waweze kutembea polepole bila makelele, na sisi tubaki hapa tuweze kuendelea na shughuli zetu. In the meantime, DJ, over to you. Siweke wimbo mmoja watu wasichana waende wakidansi ile wanapenda.
Chemicals appetizer, pewa neno lake ndio real appetizer, skiza usio utapenda. Appetizer, neno appetizer tamu sana. Appetizer, shika Bible. Appetizer, the word of God ndio appetizer, pewa neno appetizer tamu sana. Appetizer, shika Bible. Appetizer, the word of God ndio appetizer, neno lake ndio real appetizer. Shika Bible wekelea juu ya meza. Raha za dunia mimi sitaweza. Naruka yani nitacheza. Sifa zote mimi nitampa Mola. Nitamwimbia na sitajichocha. Nikiwa na Yesu sota. You are the one mkuna kupenda. Appetizer. Neno appetizer tamu sana. Appetizer, shika Bible. Appetizer, the one.
Tafadhali wazazi, do not engage your daughters at this time. Usiachie mtoto wako shida. Do not engage your daughters at this time. Utamwachia shida kwa sababu itakuwa discipline case. Wacha aende shughuli zake, tutaonana nao baadaye. Tafadhali. Nimeona wazazi already wengine wameanza shortcut. Unajua hiyo ni aina nyingine ya corruption. Kwa hivyo tafadhali avoid that. Yeah, so that we can have the girls going all of them together. Let's not have some of them having advantage over others. We are all going to meet them at the right time, please. Rakaya tupatie na hau mathi tulikia AGM tucoke tuthie na macio mangĩ. Thank you. Uguo nĩguo kuri. Oh yes. Aciaria mwena moke mwena uyu tacio maroka mwena uyu. Wale wamesimama kule nyuma tafadhali. Njooni upande huu ambapo wanafunzi wametoka. Kuna viti mtu tunaweza kuketi tafadhali. Onaria megukurio waini riu no utonya kuria hama-ini nigetha tutonya mucemanio-ini tuhote kwaraniria wega tafadhali. Thank you. Wale wako kule kwa jua tafadhali ingieni huku kwenye hema tuweze kuendelea vizuri, na ningewahakikishia kwamba hata kipindi hiki hakitachukua muda, manake ni muda mfupi tu tuweze kuendelea na hayo mengine. Thank you. DJ endelea. Asanteni kwa kutii. Niwe mweupe kabisa, Bwana niwe mweupe kabisa. Wale wazazi wako kule mbali tafadhali chini ya kivuli. Tunaingia kwa mkutano, tafadhali karibieni tafadhali. Bwana Wale wazazi wako kule mbali, tunaomba mkaribie kwa sababu tunaanza mkutano. Wazazi wengi wana wasiwasi kwa sababu nimesema ati watoto wameenda lunch. Wacha wasiwasi. Watoto watapata kile ambacho umeleta. Kwa hiyo msiwe na wasiwasi tafadhali. Wameenda tu kidogo watuondokee, tuweze kuendelea na mkutano, kisha tupatane na wao. Kwa hivyo usiwe na wasiwasi. Basi naona karibu kidogo tu, dakika 2-3 waweze kuwa wameondoka pale. Nimwalike mwenyekiti ili aweze kutuendeleza. Lakini ningali naona kuna wazazi wako kule mbali bado, sijui okay, ni sawa tu kwa sababu najua sauti yangu inasikika kule mbali. Tumesema wazazi wakaribie, wengine waingie huku kwenye hema upande huu ili tuweze kuendelea na mkutano vizuri, na ni vizuri kwa sababu naona wengi ni wale ambao wametii. Ukiniruhusu mgeni wetu mheshimiwa, sasa ningemwalika mwenyekiti Madam Elizabeth aje ili atuongoze katika kipindi kinachofuata ili wazazi waweze kushauriana. Karibu sana PA Chair, nafasi hii ni yako. Asante.
Asante. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
As I said earlier, my name is Elizabeth Wambui. I'm the PA chair. Today we have come here not only to visit our daughters, also as we have seen they have showcased their performance, both academic and extracurricular activities. We are happy for their performance. As our principal has said, we are actually growing, and we are really growing. And the growth is also not only on population and also on the academics. We are happy for the performance of the teachers headed by the team leader, our principal. With immense pressure on behalf of the school, I want to put across what our madam has mentioned earlier about the infrastructure. There's a building there with 4 classes, three-story building, 4 classes each floor. One is our project, the school project. Another one is for the CDF. The other one is for the CBC. One is being the ground floor is in use, and we are happy to have classes where our girls can occupy as we go on with the academics. In regards of the population, we have our dorms have been overstretched, and as the speaker, our guest speaker had said, you can really step on the other bed, like the dormitory is squeezed. If we have also, as the board and also as the parents representatives, we have toured the dorms and we have seen how our girls sleep. You can imagine that small bed having the box that they put their things on top of the bed, and the child is sleeping there because there is no space for them to put their boxes. So we feel that we have a dire need of a new dormitory. And as we sat down, we requested our principal to go to the ministry and get us a BQ of a megadome. We are calling it a megadome of around 350 students. And the BQ came, and we are going for the first, for samahani, ndio, sawa sawa. Shule imeendelea, tumekuwa na watoto wakiingia zaidi kuliko mbeleni. Tunapata kwamba madarasa, tumejenga madarasa kama nimevyoeleza, tuna darasa 4, tuna building ya madarasa ya floor 3. Madarasa chini ya 4 ni yetu, ya juu ni ya CDF na kuna ya CBC. So at least we are sorted on the side. Tuko afadhali pande ya madarasa, na madarasa ni mahali ambapo watoto wanasomea. So hatuwezi chukua madarasa tukayafanya ya kuweka mambo mengine. Ingalau tumefanya hivyo, mwalimu amefanya hivyo, kwani watoto ni wengi na dom zetu kwa mahali wanapolala ni padogo, kwani watoto wamekuwa wengi. Tukaketi chini kama board, I'm also on the board. Tukakaa chini kama board after tumepewa hilo jambo kama wazazi, the PA, tukapeleka hilo jambo kwa board tukadiscuss, tukaongelelea, tukaona hatuwezi eka watoto kwa hiyo hali, na bado tunaendelea kuongezeka kama mwalimu alivyotueleza, as per statistics of the previous year, ya miaka iliyokuweko na miaka ambayo tunaendelea kuwa hapa, watoto wanaendelea kuongezeka na tunatumai kuongezeka juu, kwani masomo ndio inafanya watu wawe wamevutika mahali hapa. Masomo yako
infrastructure committee wa hii shule yetu ambaye tunapenda, si ndio? Na mimi ni mzazi pia wa hii shule. Tusikizane tafadhali. Mimi ni mzazi wa hii shule kwa sababu wakati nilikuja hapa, wakati nilikuwa appointed kwa hiyo board, nilikuja nikakuta kuna watoto ambao walikuwa wameshindwa kulipa, na nikasema kama social responsibility, nikiwa Mkenya ambaye anapenda masomo, kwa sababu pahali tumefika, wengi wetu pahali tumefika, isipokuwa ni masomo ambaye tulipewa, hatungekuwa pahali tuko. Na ndio nikachukua msichana mmoja ako form 1 na nikasema nitamsomesha mpaka siku ile atasoma, aangalie mbele, aseme no school ahead. Sio ni kweli? Kwa hivyo nikiongea na ninyi mjue mimi naongea na ninyi kama mzazi. Na nitawaambia hivi,